Yeah.
All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, all right, Dr. Yahweh, Dr. Yahushai, Dr. Yahweh, Dr. Yahushai, Dr. Yahweh, Dr. Yahushai, Kahalayam Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Dash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Wisdom, and Shalom to brothers out there also, just pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Dash, and Shalom to believers also. Okay, so and we're back here again on Highway Bywoods, man. And today we're just gonna go into the most what we call it, the most popular news up most popular.
What's trending?
What's trending? Okay, what's trending in Australia right now? Probably not trending on a big news channel, but it's trending on the brother will tell you his own part of what he heard on. This is coming from what he heard on the radio, and this is coming from an article also. So the article the brother sent me, and the article I saw yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and tell you, what's trending right now, man. Now people don't know about it, all right? If you wanna go first, you can speak on my channel radio.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak on my part.
Yeah. So, shalom to you, all your brothers and your sisters out there. Yeah, just at work. I just on the radio at my work. You know, their conversation is they want to implement the army into giving forced vaccinations, and they related to that. You know, they need the army for yeah. They need the army for the for natural disasters such as floods and tornadoes and whatsoever. So they were talking about why not we use the army to give the V.
Right.
So they related it to, you know, as if it's a natural disaster.
Okay.
So, you know, that is popular. That's a popular opinion now. So they're trying to push that so they can, you know, have the forced V on people at their homes.
That's right, man. And then and the crazy thing is when the brother just told me that right now as we're coming Highway Bywoods, right? But get this right, on the same day, Thursday, the brother sent me an article, right? It's going into this whole I'm gonna get the article. I'm gonna read it, right? So he sent me this article going into how they're gonna use this guy. Let me get his name. Let me say this damn right, okay? So, and this is coming from my daily, the new daily evidence. All right. So he says here, he says, can you see it? My shoulder? Can you probably see it now?
Yeah, it reads, why is an army general running Australia's vaccine rollout?
Right. So you see, it says here, why is an army general running Australia's V rollout? All right. Then so he goes into, that's the question, right? Why is he doing it? So he says here, top brace from the Army and Navy have been called in to help kickstart the V rollout, raising questions of a so-called militarization of the COVID response in Australia. So the federal government says it needs the military precision and the logistics experience offered by two newest players in our V plan, following the footsteps of other nations that have tapped army veterans to help the virus response. It says here, militaries are extremely good at logistics because they prepare for war. When they are not in war, they are preparing for it. They have capabilities that are lacking in a civilian equivalent, said Adam Cameron Scott, a pandemic preparedness and a global health expert. Then he says, but in our specific context, the Australian Defence Force has historically declined getting involved in health this is a new role we are seeing from the military. So they really, this is the first time doing it, man. You know, and that's like, you never done it before. You know, any other like disasters that ever happened, you know, any whatever disease that ever spread it. I guess they never needed to use the military to bring the rollout, right? But now, guess what? They're gonna use it, okay? Because this is not this is probably like the fourth time or fifth time that we read about. I mean, it's like we've seen the Australian government trying to bring in the top leader of the military to all these things, you know. What happened to the nurses? What happened to the doctors, man? Isn't that their role?
Yeah.
You know, since when the army, you know, need to inject people, man. You know what I mean? Because that right there tells you this is gonna be by force, man. All right. You already seen examples over there in France, UK, any other country, right? They mentioned that, you know, it says other nations are already using military to do it. USA, there was something about it over there in USA, right? On how they it's like on how they're gonna use, it's like how they're gonna use army to push it. You know, there was a door to door. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna be a fucking your nurse. It ain't gonna be no fucking a woman in her nurse uniform with a mask on, or the vet knocking on your door saying, please come on, take your you know. No, it's not gonna be like that, man. You know, you people you have to like lay that whole mindset of you think like it's gonna be a nurse or doctor knocking on your fucking door to give you the fee. You're wrong on that, man. It's gonna be the army, all right? It's gonna be the army knocking down on your fucking doors, man, and forcing you to take it. And you don't take it, they're gonna throw you to FEMA camp. Because you know what? What did Biden say? Biden said that the people who are, you know, the people who didn't get the injection, right? They are the pandemic. So you didn't know the new disease now, all right? So you know, the whole new, you know, the thing, you know, as I call it, the thing is it's no more pandemic now, okay? The pandemic is you not taking the thing now. So you're gonna be kind of what enemy to you know, to the ones who got it, and your people gonna be people who got it. They're gonna point fingers out like, oh, that's the sprayer. That's one who's spraying it. That's the one who's going around spraying the, you know, the disease, man.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
What that note?
It's like it, man. It's too windy here right now. Shit. Oh, hey. It's lucky, brothers. I had to go get my notes, man. But so anyway, like as I was saying, right? So it ain't gonna be no necessarily knocking on your door, man, or doctor. So okay, it's gonna be the army knocking down on your door and forcing you to take the beat, man. All right. So it says here, right? It says Army, Navy brought in to fight the thing. So you got Army and Navy, and you know them Navy though, they go through hardcore trainings, man, and they're really serious. Okay, they're really like serious, man. You know. Then it says here, Australians have become used to hour-long press conference from politicians and premiers in the past 18 months, but new faces and dress codes have recently found their way onto our screens to lead the thing's response. It says in April. That's right. This when the first time I seen this was in April this year. When I first time, you know, heard about, you know, the army being brought in to fight this whole crisis going on of this pandemic. It was back in April, and I believe I did a video on it. So in April, naval officer Commodore Eric Young was named the new federal Maxine operation coordinator. In June, he was joined as public face by how do you say this? Lieutenant General John Fruin, the commander of the federal Maxine Task Force. So they have task force for this whole thing, man. What is a task force? You know, that's you come with a task force is. That don't sound too good, right? You don't sound it's gonna be your regular nurses,
Like
right?
a specific mission.
That's right. When you send a task force, what is it? A task force to go somewhere to finish a mission.
Yeah.
And then what do they do? They go in ready to operate and finish up the goddamn mission.
It's like yo. No, you. And he's still cutting off my.
Oh, you not into?
Oh, I got it, bro. I was slow.
Probably the wind, Yeah. But I'm gonna keep reading. Let me know.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, it says here, both men have appeared alongside federal ministers and chief medical officers at press conference giving vaccine updates and have recently started holding solo media appearances and interviews. So this is some of those faces. I don't know if you brothers can see it. Yep. So that's one of them. People I'm reading about. It says here, the PM has asked me to come and take direct control of the rollout and all of the resources and asset involved. General Frowen said in June as he took center stage in televised press conference for the first time. On Tuesday, when he asked bluntly at press conference why he was brought on, he said Prime Minister Scott Morrison had asked him to take operational control of the rollout. What's the warp speed or some shit like that over there in America? But it's a similar thing, but it's worded different, man. Okay, the warp speed over there in America, or over here, they're doing the same shit, but it's been worded out differently, man. All right. Says he to take operational control of the rollout, and it says and the messaging around rollout, Lieutenant General Frowen said that gives him power to reach across the full range of government agencies and stakeholder group that hasn't been the case until now. He brings years of military operational experience from posting. Listen to this: posting in Rwanda. So we know what happened in Rwanda, which is that's my birthplace, my birth place. What happened in Rwanda in '94? There was a genocide, and this dude right here, he was in there. So he dealt with a lot of shit over there. All right. Okay, he dealt with a lot of shit over there. He was he probably received a medal and all that, man. Okay, for doing a great job. Okay, you got the task force?
No, I don't. My phone's stuff now.
No, so I get it. Says here, so he brings years. Says he brings years of military operational experience from a posting in Rwanda, Afghanistan, and the Solomon Islands, including time as the national commander of Australian defense personnel in the Middle East. You see, so this dude is legit, man. This is legit, dude, for this job. And me and the brother will have a conversation like, yeah, this is the guy we want. This is the one we want to see. Okay, because this right here, it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be what is so literally it's not gonna be an easy thing for people to handle, man. It's gonna be really difficult seeing the army, forcing these things. They're gonna be like, why they use the army to do it, man? Shouldn't be I got a choice to make. What is that? What is that coming? What is that? Let me make my own choice, my own decision, my own life. You don't have that, man. You have no free will when it comes to these damn devils. The same thing you niggas say out there that you got the Most High give you free will to sin. Never. And guess what? The scripture says that this devil here, he puts himself up as the Most High, man. All right. He acts like the Most High, man. Okay. If you want to get that precept out, I think what second Thessalonians 2, the lifting of precept, the Most High. Even what is it? If you go to Isaiah chapter 14, I forget what verse it says the same thing. So it says here, right? Health Minister Greg Hart praised Commander Young operational experience, logistical capability, control of data, and camera leadership under pressure, saying in April it was part of a long history of military helping pandemic responses. But their role took further new prominence this week as General chaired war game session with the state leaders, Secretary Jordan Treasurer John Fredberg for meeting with businesses leaders, man. And you can see there's a photo right here, and you can see all these people he's sitting with, all right? And, I'll read more, but you know what, that right there is good enough, man, okay? That right there is good enough. We're gonna go ahead, get into it, get precepts out, and Lord willing, it's gonna be edifying. You get the precept?
Isaiah 14.
14. 14 and 15. We can start 12. We can start from 12.
This is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
right?
Son of the morning.
Son of the morning, right? And then right there he's talking about, when he's talking about Lucifer, he's talking about the illuminate ones, right? Illuminate ones, the leader of this world believe into that, man. The top rich family, all right? So when it says how thou fallen from Lucifer, son of the morning, all right, the leaders of this world, guess what? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai himself, he used to go down, man. All right. I beheld, I see Satan coming down from heaven. All right. So Yahweh Shai see the end of the end of Esau's kingdom go down, man. And here Isaiah seeing the same prophecy. I mean, it's like seeing the same prophecy happening right here, man. All right, of Lucifer going down, Esau's kingdom going down, man. Okay, go ahead.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Yeah, falling from heaven, talking about you falling out of your power, man. Okay, completely falling, falling down out of your power, man. All right. So, you got Christians when they see Lucifer, they're talking about and evil angel that fell from heaven. Nah, man. So this is literally talking about the ruler of this earth, man. Okay, the so-called white man falling out of falling out of heaven, out of his kingdom. Okay, his kingdom being brought low, man. Go ahead.
O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Son of the morning.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
How thou cut down to the ground, man? You just becoming completely nobody, man. Okay. Go ahead.
Which didst weaken the nations.
Which didst weaken nations, and we know, all right. We know Esau is responsible, man, for weakening nations. All right. Do you want to get into that? We can get into that as well, man. How, like, look around you, man. Okay, look around you, like in the news, all these countries going through right now, man. Like, example like South Africa, it's been weakened right now by who? By Esau. They're gonna tell you, the minutes are gonna show you, black what is it, so-called Hamites, but even among them is jerks, right? They're gonna say, those people are the ones who's responsible for the whole protest, but really not, man. It's Esau who's responsible for that. Look what happened over in Afghanistan. Who's responsible for that? Esau. Okay. What's going on around the world today, man? All these public country. Who's responsible for Esau? You have wicked nations, all right? Then Jake, let's talk about our people though, over there in America, Canada, South America. Look those areas, those countries or those people, man. They're being weakened down, man, by your wickednesses. Even though it's our punishment, okay? Yahweh is punishing us for our sins. Because when you go to the book of Amos, this is the book of Amos 3, right? Just to bring the point out. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh Hashem have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, this is the point right here. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. You see, so us being wicked by Esau, guess what? That's part of our punishment for what? For our iniquities. Okay, going against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're being punished for that, man. All right. And we tell our people, we tell Jack the reason why you're in that type of situation, you're the lowest of all, among all these other nations, is because what? You have sinned against the Mossad. All right. You getting shot by police on the street and all that. Guess what? It's because you have sinned against the Mossad, man. Okay. It's you're being punished for your iniquity. All right. The sin, you idolizing these different gods, worshiping these different gods, that. Hey, the Mossad sees that and he gets angry, man. Mossad, gets jealous. You giving all these praises to these man-made gods that can't fucking talk. You idolizing Esau as a god because this man done gave you the job. Now you can travel again, and you're receiving free free lap dance. Giving you he's giving you the fucking job for you to get a free lap dance, and you're praising him for that. He's giving you benefits. You're praising him for that. You think really that's you think he's a god to you, man. Okay, he's making all these fancy cars, building all these damn crazy, fucking hotels, buildings. All right, giving you that fame, and from there you're like, okay, this is the guy right here. This is the guy we look to. This is the one right here. He not knowing, but he's your goddamn enemy, man. All right, Esau is your number one enemy. All right, pursuant to Psalms 83, it tells you who your enemy is. The same dude that you think is your God, he's your fucking enemy, man. All right, okay. So go ahead. So that was the point. We getting punished for our iniquity, man. Okay, being the lowest. Okay, being wicked, it's because the iniquities we have committed. We're paying for the sins that we have committed. All right.
All right. This is Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mounts of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right, and that's Esau right now, man. Okay. Look what is it? Look who's in the land of Israel right now. Who's over there? The so-called fucking the so-called Jewish, all right? Amalekites, right? You over there in our lands, you posing yourself as who? As the people of the Most High, okay? You over there in Jerusalem, fucking committing nothing but wickedness, man. Allowing gay parade, lesbian parade and all that. What else is out there? Sacrificing pigs and all that shit, bro. And on top of that, over there, read that one more time. Isaiah, which you just read.
Right. Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
Of the Most High, right?
Yeah.
And then in heavens right now, when you look up in heavens, right? What they got over there? Satellites, right? They got the satellites now. They're going over there. They're going up over there in heavens. Okay, they're building hotels and all that. Why they doing that? To flee away from Yahushua. Okay, because they know Yahushua is gonna make that return. And when Yahushua makes that return, they know what the judgment is gonna be like, man. So they're trying to flee into the space. Okay, they're trying to flee into the space. They're trying to build underground bunkers, which is already built to flee from who Yahushua, man. And then from there, when people see what you have done, your satellites, how the internet operates and all that, people look to this damn devil like he's a god, man. You ain't God. All right. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right, which is I've seen on the mountain of the congregation in the side of the north, which is where our people are today. Where's our people based out right now? Over there in the land of America, the northern part of America. All right, and Esau is what on top of them. All right, on top of them right now, man. And keep reading.
Isaiah 14 and 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, and that's Esau's mindset. Okay, You read that one more time.
I will set Isaiah 14:14. I will send above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Obviously, you'll be like the Most High. And that's what he's been trying to do for so long. But guess what? He can't get up in heavens, man. He said he went. The man said he went to the moon. You never went to the moon. Okay, you never went to the moon. That's the whole thing. It was Hollywood. Hollywood was acting, man. You never made it to the moon. Okay, you know. Ask yourself this, right? So you know how they say they went to the moon, right?
Yeah.
What year are we in? 2021.
Yeah.
Has the technology got better? How come they haven't gone back then? Back to the moon? How come you haven't gone back, man? What happened? You know, what happened to that, man? You know, like, come on, that's something you question. You gotta question it. The technology got better. Since the book of Daniel, the knowledge should increase, right? So knowledge increased in a lot of things. The wave, car, okay, then how quick the cars are, the jets, okay, how quick the jets can fly from here to America. All that. That's the buildings, the bridge takes about the she's already out. All that. That's the knowledge being increasing, and the truth also, man. Okay, the knowledge increased on the evil side, and also on the right side. All right. So how come Esau you haven't gone back into the to the moon? You know, wouldn't you like let's say you're trying to do something, right? This is when you didn't have nothing better to do. I mean, better things to use to get somewhere. All right. We said peace out, home. That's all right. It's all good. We ain't gonna say no. We're gonna let it be. You know. So hey, let's say like let's say like you did boxing, right? So you're working on your things, you're working on your skills and all that, right? And there's the bag you were using back then, it was trash. But now they get a new bag, it tells you where to aim at. Aren't you gonna go ahead and get that new bag to improve your skill? So you're a fucking liar, man. You never been to the moon. Because the scripture tells you in the book of Jeremiah 31, man, there's bounds that you can't go to. Even the book of Job tells you, man. All right, there's bounds that will set up for to really go. And that's you going to the moon. Because if Esau went to the moon, guess what? He would destroy the moon, man. Look what the Most High gave him that little season to rule, right? What has the earth received? Nothing. The earth is fucking. Look, the earth is crumbled, man. The earth is done. You destroy the earth, so the moon you destroy the moon. I don't know who was it Bill Gates? Man, they were talking about blocking off the sun or to nuke the sun, man. So that's the reason why the Most set up this bound that you can't go to, man. All right, even over in Antarctica, right? And Esau go over there, and then and then after that you see that whole climate change. You see like the snow is melting or some shit. Like something is you see volcanoes rising up, or you see it's like the whole Antarctica is fucked up right now, man. You look at it, it's all messed up because whatever Esau did over there, it wasn't good. He went over there and messed it up. Then another one is that country they can't go to. What is it? No, it's island Bermuda.
Oh, the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, they can't go over there. Do you think Esau tried to go over there? Yes, he did. He still can't get in there, man. Or maybe he did. Who knows? But he can't get in that area. Everything that flies around that area disappears. Disappears, man. You know, because you know how Esau says he can give you the measurement of the ocean. Yeah. Well, you would have made a Leviathan. You would have made a Leviathan, man. The Leviathan is still there. It's never talks about it. I mean, they'll make movies, right? They'll make like the Godzilla coming out of the ocean, all these beasts coming out of the ocean. It's because what they know about the Leviathan. It's in there in them oceans, man. And Esau hasn't measured the ocean itself. He give you all these measurements. He's lying to you, man. It's all fucking lies. All these numbers. This motherfucker will give you measurements from here to the heavens. Where's like, come on, man. Who the fuck you think you are? That wasn't given. It wasn't given to you. It wasn't given you. It's like given to you, man. All right. So let's read on. Was there more to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Read to verse 16, and we're gonna go into the main article we're reading.
All right, Isaiah 14:15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yeah, you're gonna be brought down to hell, man. You're gonna be brought down to the right on the ground, man. All right. Your kingdom is going to be brought down, and you're going to be brought down right to hell. Because you're going to be what? You're going to be fucking slave in the kingdom to come, man. Okay, you're going to be in our low condition that Jack was once in. You're going to drink off that cup, man. All right, like that again. The fucking Amalekites that was here last week. After let's remember when I say, we're going to enslave you. Oh, you're going to enslave us? Like he couldn't believe it, man. That it's in the Bible. Like, what Bible you reading? He died devoured. He died devoured. This shit be devoured, man. All right. He died leading into captivity. Shit go into captivity. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get them precepts because you never know Esau, man. Try to use it against us and shit. Oh, let me see.
Same with Isaiah 14 and 12. Slakia.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, is it 14:21? Even for Isaiah 14 and 21, right? So he says this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured. And who Esau did that, man? All right. The whole slave trade, all that happened. Okay, what you doing today? To Jakes over there in the land of America? You did, you still going ahead, man. And even this whole job, all right. Who are you really going after? The so-called Negroes, the lion tribes, all right. I doing. You going after the so-called Negroes, lion tribes, and then what is that? The Native Americans. The Native Americans. That's who you're going after with the job. Isn't that the type of that's you still devouring Jake, man. But today you're doing it in what is that in your fucking witchcraft science, man. That's how you devouring Jake right now. He says here, in all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. This comes from the Bible, man. And when you go to the book of Psalms, please go to unless you want to read off. When you please go to the book of Psalms 83 real quick. Let's get this our adversary, our enemies.
Verse 2.
With Psalms 83, when it says here, let's get to the point. Psalms chapter 83 and go to verse start from verse 2. Yeah, start from verse 2. All right. And then read on when it starts mentioning all these nations.
Okay.
And we're going, this is just showing you who these Jake enemy is, right? And these countries here, it's like these nations we're gonna mention right here, we're gonna read about. Guess what? They're here today, but they go by what? Different names now. Because Esau, all right, Esau has what? Deceived the whole world, man. All right.
This is Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up a head.
And they that hating is what? Lifted up their head, all right? Okay? That's Esau, man. He's powerful. They're so powerful. They lift up. And right now, as we speak, they're lifting up their heads, man, all right? They're coming together as, these countries, they're coming together. Those UN meets. How come you never see a Jake sitting there, man? It's always this UN meets. And you got some, you probably got some of these leaders, some of them are Jake, but what, they're set ups, all right? So, you go back into history, you need to have Jake that was sell out Jakes, man. That was with the Roman Empire, okay? That was against the Messiah, all right? Against Yahushua and his men, okay? So you got the same thing as today, man. You do have fucking sellout Jakes out there, man, all right? You think Jay-Z's for us? No, he ain't. Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, you think them niggas are for us? No, they ain't. They eat for themselves, man. What's that nigga's name? Spike Lee. What's he doing, man? You saw what that nigga's doing. What's he pushing? What's he promoting? The Maxine water. Okay. What's that nigga Juvenile? You seen that the new video? The fake that ass up. They made a remix of it. Vox that thing up. Well, them niggas ain't for you. They're in with Esau to destroy you, Jakes, man. All right. Go ahead.
Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
When they sit down on those UN meetings, that's what they be talking about. To come against Jacob, all right? To come against Israelites, man. Go ahead.
and consulted against hidden ones.
Hidden ones, Israelites. All right. Who are scattered around the four corners that we don't know, that we didn't know about, man. All right. Go ahead.
They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name Israel may be no more in remembrance."
See, they've been trying to do that for so long, but guess what? We can't do it. Somehow that we're gonna be awake, right? We're gonna be awakened again unto this truth, man. After 350 years or something like that, that the truth will come again. And here it is now. The truth is here. So Esau is still trying to. He's really trying to destroy us as a people, man. Of the, or it's like to destroy us of as a nation to receive our salvation from the Most High. He's trying to accuse us, all right, by saying what? About promoting, it's like about promoting what? Oh, look what they're doing. They're killing each other, all right? They're eating pork. They're doing this, all right? And they're supposed to be doing this. They're worshiping all these different gods, all right? They're also turning into, you know what I'm talking about, right? Into the alphabetical people, man, all that shit. Okay, and they're using our own people to promote it. So Esau has seduced who? His neighbor, his righteous neighbor, which is Jake. He seduced them, and Jake is what? Drank of that fucking wine of Esau, man. Okay, and that's why you see Jake now. It's all coming out, kissing another man on fucking stage, wearing fucking dress, getting nails down, makeup on their face, waiting a goddamn fucking week. All right, and Jake is cool with it. You know why he's cool with it? Because Esau tells him it's cool. It's all right. Your fame is, you're gonna get more fame. You're gonna get paid more money. You're gonna win more awards. You're gonna be the best rapper of the year. You're gonna have the best album of the year, the best song of the fucking year, man. For you to put a dress on and go promote his fucking wickednesses, man. And then it's people say it's a normal thing. You can't speak against it, man. Look that bitch ass nigga Dwayne Wade, man. Look what Dwayne Wade has done, and you got niggas still idolizing him, man. Oh, he's the best. Fuck all that, man. Look what that nigga's doing right now. You know, man, it's crazy, right? But see, that's Esau's doing now, so he can try to get his what? His birthright. But your birthright is being taken, man. The Most High never changed. You know, there's no way in the Bible said if you can get his people to do this, if you can get his people to go off, you're gonna get your birthright. It's not written in the Bible, Esau. It's not written, man. If anything, you're putting more blood on you put more blood on your hands, man. You're being finessed again. You've been supplanted again, man. I mean, checkmated, man. You've been checkmated. All right. There's no way. There's no prophecy. No way that Yahushua or the prophets see Esau deceiving us, and then Esau receiving his birthright. No way. You know. So you must have one time, man. And it's still winning over here today, man. It's still winning. Let us, if you can hear us, or I just, come more close to the phone. We don't.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
One consent, one mind, man. One mind, the new world order. All right. That's the one consent. All right. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee.
Yep.
The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites of Moab.
Hold up. Well, who? The who? This is your enemy, the one who has devoured you. The one who is the one who hates you, man. The one who the one who's going around the world right now, destroying you. If you scatter among them fucking these nations right here, they don't treat you right. That's the truth right there, man. Go ahead.
Psalms 83:6. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites,
the so-called Arabs.
Of Moab.
Moab, the so-called Chinese.
The Harrigan.
I believe also that's the so-called the more of the so-called Arabs as well. Go ahead. Arabs, yep.
Verse 7. Jabal and Ammon.
Ammon, the so-called Japanese. Yeah. All right.
And Amalek.
Amalekite, Esau again, Edom. All right, Esau again, bro. Them people over there in the land of Israel, the Amalekites. All right, go ahead.
That's Esau's grandson.
Grandson, all right. It was what's his name? Elephazar, something like that. That was one of Amalekite's came from, man. Yeah, go ahead.
The Philistines.
Philistines, the so-called Hamites, that's like the so-called Africans, all right? The Sudanese, they were Tutsi, you know, all that, man. Go ahead.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
And I believe also that's going into Canaanites, I believe. You know, they will be what the so-called Africans, all right? Parts of the southern parts of Africa, man, all right? So that right there is those are your enemies, and they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you prosper, man. Okay, they want to see you fail. All right, that's why they hate you, man, because they know who you are as a people, and then they know once you get connected with once we get connected with our power, what's going to happen to them. You know, you can read the always the walls of Jericho. All right, that wall of Jericho happened, man. Israel came together, you know, and how about you know, destroy that shit. And the nations you know, even other nations, it's like all these other nations always mention it. You can't let these people come together because if their power is with them, then you can't win against them. And right now, Israel is seeing it. All these nations, they're seeing that we come back together to our power, and they don't want it, man, because they know it's going to happen eventually, man. All right, and you know, that's a book. He's trying to come in and do what? Destroy what we're building, man. But right now, it's a spiritual thing, man. All right, Esau can't come in and destroy us. This is a spiritual thing, man. He can't destroy the temple out, you know, because remember the scripture says our body is the temple, man. So we are a brick of part of the house of David, and it's been built spiritual. Wherever brothers got it, and you know, it's hurting Israel right now, man. It's been supplanted, you know. And right now, guess what? Yahweh Shah hasn't given the power to come against us. You know what I mean? So hey, there you go, man. So we're going back to Isaiah 14, right? Let me get some. This is the brother Akim Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by one, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And then, you know, hey, you go into the history of Esau, all right, the so-called white man. He don't stay at home. He don't stay in his own fucking land and mind his own fucking business. He's in your land trying to take your resources. He's in there trying to bring in all these laws. You know, it's okay to be this and that. Taking away your culture, man. All right. If your culture was against the alphabetical people, you know what they do. Guess what? He's gonna come in there and tell you no. He's gonna be like, no. Okay, this is the new way you gotta live by. All right. If you touch this person right here, you're gonna be thrown in jail, man. All right. You know, this devil will go over there in what is it, Saudi Arabia, right? Remember we're talking about how strict it is. Yeah. Bro, you go over there, the where people party it, man. It's ridiculous, man. There was inside videos, man. You know how them dudes in there, man.
Dubai also, yeah.
Dubai, I think Dubai. Yeah. They're fucking homo, man. There was a video of going around them fucking, you know, Ishmaels dancing, and guess what? All covered up, right, hiding themselves as a man, kissing and everything, man. You know, but who brought that type of ways in there? Esau. You know, he says he's a proud man, neither keep for home, who in the lodging of his desire as held and is as a death, you know, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. And eventually, this is what this is trying to bring in order right now. You know, bring everybody together. All right, becoming one. Becoming under one government, man. One government, so he can have control over you. All right, that's what eventually he wants to do. But guess what? The scripture says you're not gonna go ahead with it. You know, your counsel, the counsel that you've been planning for so long to do or to bring forth is going to be stopped. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to put it to stop, man. You know, because the scripture says when you're about to eat, that's when Yahweh Shem Shai is going to shoot them brimstone on you, man. And that's when your kingdom is going to be taken down. All right. Right, and then the brother put down Micah 7:9. I'll bear the indignation of Yahweh Shem Shai because I have sinned against him. And you know, the stuff we go through, right? We follow our own demons. You know, you know, pain in your, you know, pain in your body, you know, the 9 to 5 job you got. All right, it could be worse. Brothers go through worse, man. That right there is because you know, you have sinned against Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But if we recognize that, man, this is happening because I have sinned against the Most High. I'm in this type of situation because I went off, I have sinned, and I gotta what? I gotta take my punishment, you know. As long as you know, you recognize, you acknowledge your offense towards Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and you repent of, you humble yourself and repent, then you straight. But some dudes don't want to do that, man. All right, I myself, man, I have sinned before. I go off, yeah, I do, you know. But hey, go off without even knowing that you went off, man. Hold up, committed sins, even without even knowing that you have committed sins, man. You know, so every day it's like you gotta, you know, you praying and repenting, man. All right. Since I'll bet that you think this, how about you don't shine? All right. Because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Eventually, you know, we came to the truth, we understood the truth, all right? And now, man, all we can do is endure to the ends and wait until the kingdom gets here. It's like we all gonna be what? We're gonna be watching this again, man. And no more going off, no more, you know, your body, you got knee pains, your neck is hurting, your back, your lower back is hurting, and all that, all right? You know, no more 9 to 5, no more east on your back, you know, all right? You know, no more demons fucking with your head, man, you know. You can finally sit down, man, and drink your liquor and enjoy it without fucking thinking twice about tomorrow or any other shit, man, all right? You know, that's what we're waiting for, man. All right, I'm gonna get more precept. This is the book, this is the brother, yeah, same brother, I can party like Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, said, how about Shem Yahushua of hosts? Is wisdom no more entertainment? Is counsel perishing with the prudent? Is their wisdom punished? Right, so we repent with them. Right, the apostles of the team, and we believe through the spirits, the Germans, because they're the wisest of our Eastern nation, man. You know, believe it or not, man, they're the wisest Edomites alive today. All right, you go into like the fastest guy in the world right now. Guess what that guy's made? German. Okay.
The AK-47.
AK-47. German. The best nukes, you know, the atomic bomb and all that. Who made it? The Germans, the scientists, man. There's like this movie called Watchmen, and it gives you like an insight of what happened, man. You know how the Russians took the top scientists from German. The America took some of them and took them, you know, they took them, and they're the ones who've been building all these fucking weapons you see. Okay, their resources is right there. You know, the Judge order was the fucking Timonites, man, the Germans. All right, Bugatti, you know, Bugatti, bro. It's what, made in German. You Mercedes, your so-called Mercedes Benz or your BMWs, all that shit. It's made in German. So teaming. Okay, so it's no more wisdom in there. Right now, as we go, hey, there's no more fucking wisdom over there. That should be, you know, how about Shimei is taking away their understanding, okay, you know, their wisdom, all that. It's been taken away right now as we speak, man, all right? Let me read up. Concerning Edom, that said, how about Shimei of hosts? Is wisdom no more in team, man? Right, this is, you know, is the counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? And the answer is yes, because Yahweh is taking it away, man. Okay? He's taking that shit away from them. It's like he's taking all that knowledge they had away from them. Okay? Because you know, hey, a Jack would say like, you know, a Jack would say that for you to, you know, for them to be smart, it was on their own. No, you know, it's from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Man, I know Jacks in the world, right? I know the Jacks in the world, right? They be boosting up Esau, man. They be like, man, fuck, man, did you see, man, this Esau is so fucking wise, so smart. Look at the cars they're making. This electric cars, look how quick they are. And I'm just in my head, I used to listen to that shit. Man, you niggas just idolize Esau, man. You know, who gave them that wisdom? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. For him to make all these fucking cars you see today, man. They're gonna cut that dude from 0 to 100, 1 point something seconds. You know what I mean? That's the best chariot they ever made. But guess what? Our chariot, you can't even measure that. The chariots that we're gonna be, be moving in, you can't even measure how quick they're gonna go from here to to whatever the speed, the top speed is, man. You know what I mean? There's no limit to it, man. But it's it'll give you numbers, give you all these things. Then this dummies out there, oh yeah, he's so fucking wise, man. No, man, he ain't wise. Ain't nothing wise about Esau, man. All right. So I'm gonna go another quick precept. This is a book of Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1. The word of Yahweh Bashim Yashar came again unto me, saying, Son of a man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, say Yahweh Bashim Yashar power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, okay, among all these nations. That's Esau for you, all right? He says, yea, thou art a man. So Esau, you're just a fucking man. You a man. You die like a man, bro. When you die, where do you go? Back to where your body goes back to the dust, all right? Your spirit goes to our heavenly Father, man. Okay, you die like a man. You don't die like, God. Hey, if you say you are God, then why are you dying there, all right? This top rich family out there, man, the Illuminati and all that, them niggas be eating what is raw meat, drinking blood and all that, eating the right food that they can eat. But guess what? They only live to 100. All right, you know what I mean? Hey, God don't die, man. That's why this scripture, the book of Psalms is here. Say you are God. So Israelites, and we're gonna be gods again. And guess what? We're never gonna die, man. All right. And Israel's been trying to get into that, but can't get into it, man. Okay, you can't get into it. That's something that most I never gave you. And you wish you could get into that type of what is knowledge, of human living forever. You wish you could do that, man. The robots you make, you can just unscrew things, and they go zip zap, and fucking die, man. Everything you made is all carnal, man. Ain't nothing spiritual about Esau, man. All right, it says here, I am the Most High, and I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas among these nations. Yea, thou art a man, and not a power, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. And verse 3 says here, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. All right. It says here, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. It's like it has gotten gold and silver into thy treasure. By the great wisdom, by thy trafficking, is thou increase thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches, man. And that's the point of Esau, right? Everything he brags about, right? How did he get it? By stealing from other nations also, all right? And this, him getting that wisdom and understanding, he be knowing gold is, what silver is, with all these other minerals, so, other rocks that, they are. He be knowing when they are. Because, like I said, there's nothing you can have from this damn devil, man, Let's say, there was a video that was going viral on Instagram, right? Somewhere in Congo, these people found gold, right? We think that gold is gonna go to East is gonna go over there with rebels and take that shit away from them. By that great trafficking, man. When you go into the trafficking, what happens during trafficking, man? It's no good thing, man. The way Easter runs business is not the way business is supposed to be run. He'd be fucking you over. He'd be fucking nations over, man. Blood too. And there's a scripture thing says, I don't know. I could be wrong on that. By that blood, you getting your riches, something like that. No. Or you cover field with blood. Yeah, I think it's Mike. I'm gonna get it. Micah 2, I think, if you want to get it. I'm gonna read more of this precept. I think it's in the book of Micah. Is it Micah 2? You covered your fields.
Yeah.
You see it?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Let me let's bring it up, yo.
This is Micah 2 and 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah. There you go, man. And that's how this devil got white. He's riches, man. That's how he got all these all these other resources. All right. You go in there and lands, you do that, you take it by force, man. How did you get? How did Esau get the land of America? By force. How did Esau get the land of Australia? By force. This ain't your land. This land belongs to the so-called Aboriginal of Australia, man. You know, what is the sons of Japheth. You came here and you destroyed them through you know, you having a sword, okay? You having that great sword I was given unto you. You came here, you used it, you took their lands, you gave them what? Drugs and alcohol and sugar to destroy themselves, man. You know, like that one movie, The Rabbit or something, Behind the World, the original movie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Rabbit Proof.
Yeah, the Rabbit Proof. That movie, it shows you, man. It shows you how the Aboriginal got destroyed. You know, it's crazy. Even America as well, the Native Americans, man. You know, but you fucked up when you did that to the Native Americans, because what? Those were the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You put your hands on the Most High's treasure, man. So you fucked up on that part, all right? And Jakes also, all right? The Southern tribes, man. You did the same thing to them, all right? Let me see. And then keep reading. Even read verse 3 again. Read verse 3 as well, and read verse 4.
Micah 2 and 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil,
Right.
from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily,
Right.
for the time is evil.
Right. For the time is evil, man. All the things you did, man. That time is coming for you. You're gonna be in that same situation that you put all these people in, man. Okay, like the table's gonna be turned. The table's gonna be turned, man. And I'm gonna read out the brother read in NLT says, but this is what the Lord Yahweh Hashem says: I will reward you evil with evil, man. You see that? So he said you're gonna be rewarded evil with evil. Okay, he says here, you won't be able to pull your neck out of the your neck out of the noose, N-O-O-S-E, noose. Is that noise or noose?
Yeah, that noise.
Noise, right. You will no longer walk around proudly, for it will be a terrible time. Your time is coming. And once we get you, you know, once your kingdom gets taken down, man, we get you them chance. That's it for you. Just gonna be the whole nation is gonna be like, damn, you know, because you know, hey, this is a spirit. Because what we're reading in the book of Isaiah is gonna go into it, man. The nations that you have wicked, all these nations that you have wicked, eventually in the book of Isaiah, when you read out, you know, the nations are gonna be like, is this the man? Is this the man? You know, is this the fucking man? Because hey, once we get you down to your lowest, you know, the lowest of all, man, every people, like all these other nations, they're gonna be like, damn. So is this the fucking man? You know, hey, all these nations, they're gonna have their parts on you too, Esau. But hey, them Ishmaelites ain't gonna forget about you. Them Hamites ain't gonna forget about what you did to them. The Aboriginal of Australia definitely ain't gonna forget about it too. They are Samoans, Tongans, and all that. They're not gonna forget about what you did to them as well. With the Maoris also, you know. Okay, once we're done with you, we're gonna, you know, pass you over to them. They're gonna be all over you. They're gonna give you order, man. You know. Oh, you didn't do that? You know, hey, your manager is gonna be. It could be a Jaffatic, you know, that's gonna be your manager, your supervisor, and you know, and they're gonna rule over you, man. Okay. You know, hey, you're gonna have it. They're gonna enjoy it, man. They're gonna enjoy it. Reverse 4.
Micah 2 and 4.
Right.
In that day shall one take up a parable.
See, in that day shall one take up a parable. Okay. We taking up a parable right now and telling you, Esau. But eventually, in our day though, when our day comes, when you be low. Go ahead.
In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turning away, he have divided our fields.
Yep. Even read verse 5 and 6 as well, man.
Therefore, thou shalt.
Let me read that in NLT real quick. It says here, and now there your enemies will make fun of you by singing the song of despair about you. We are finished, completely ruined. The Most High have confiscated our land, taken from us. He has given our field to those who betrayed us. Go ahead.
Micah 2 and 5. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in congregation of the Lord.
Yo, it's gonna be tough for you, man. You know, it says in NLT, others will set your boundaries then, and the Most High's people will have no say in how the land is divided. Hey, see? Go ahead.
Micah 2 and 6. Prophesy, yea, not, say they to them that prophesy, they shall not prophesy to them, that they shall not take shame.
That's right, man. You know, and NLT says here, right? It says, don't say such things. The people respond. Don't prophesy like that. Such disaster will never come our way. You know? Well, hey, it's coming, so you gotta wait for your time, man. And we are patient waiting, man, to see you fall. We're gonna have, we're gonna get you to do what you did unto us. And these nations also, they're gonna have their parts, man. Okay, they're gonna remember of you, of course. You know how you took their lands, you went in there, raped their woman. Okay, you know all that, bro. The resource that was in their country, you took it. The deals you made with them. Then after that, you cut him in half. You made a deal with them off piece. After that, what happened? When behind you stabbed them in the back. They're gonna remember all those things, man. All these false wars you created over there in Iraq, Afghanistan, all that, man. It's all gonna be remembered over there in Africa, over the genocide you video over there. But let's go back to
they haven't even thought to rebuild like those Middle Eastern countries.
Never said sorry, And they didn't even fucking say sorry to the Native Americans. Okay. Even what is it? The Lion tribes. Okay. Hey, Aboriginal. Then he said something to Aboriginal. The tribes about was like so they were so fucking proud about it, man. It's like when you're like, I don't want to say sorry. That was it. That was your answer. But hey, when the kingdom gets here, when you finally get taken out, you're gonna be like, you're gonna wish that you had apologized. You made a deal, like a good deal with these other nations. Because they're gonna fucking look down on you big time, man. Anyway, let's go back to Isaiah 14. And let me get some of this preset right here on the comment board. And shalom all to you brothers, man, and tawada for the precepts. This is the book of Isaiah from the brother occupied till I count. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And that's Esau, man. All right. When he says this mountain, he's talking about the government. Mountain represents government. And the top government that has done this is the elite. Okay, they have deceived the whole nations, man. All right, it's nothing but darkness covering the whole earth right now. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows who they are according to the Bible. Nobody knows where they came from, because Esau, changed up everything. Esau came out, gave you how many countries in Africa, 53 or something like that, and then all those countries apparently different people, but really, yes, there is, there's Jakes over there, there's Hamites over there, there's probably even fucking Edomites that look like Hamites, Ishmaelites that look like Hamites, But Esau knows all these things, but he has lied about it, man. All right. And I was thinking about this precept when it's the water for the brother for bring up this precept. I was thinking about it. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the chair are evil, man. Wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Okay, and guess who's doing that? That's Esau. He's doing this shit right now as we speak, man. All right, we're gonna get into it, man. As when I'm down with this when I'm down with this research, we're gonna go into the main topic, which we're trying to get into, man. All right, but the instruments also of the church are evil. Who's when you look up the word church, it's somebody who does a person, man. Go ahead and look it up real quick. The instrument of church.
Okay. Internet's working.
That's what right now.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Says here, the definition on Google, church, it says here, a rude or mean spirited person. You see, and that's easy for you, man. It says here, and when you go into the word instrument, it goes into like weapon or anything, it uses to get you. It says here, the instruments also of the church are evil. It devices wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right, man. And that's what Jesus is doing right now. He's going around the four corners of the earth on his fucking TV, on his media, spreading lies. Oh, we're gonna help you out. Take this thing, man, to get your freedom back. This is what's gonna stop this whole, pandemic. But really, we'll see, he's destroying you, man. And then we'll come out and speak what? Speak on it that he's lying to you, man. He counts us what? As evildoers, right? Okay, so your video is gonna be taken down today because you spreading misinformation. Get the fuck out of here, man. Anything misinformation spreading, it's the truth. Okay, but you just don't want the truth to go out, man. And we know that, we understand that, man. All right. All right. See again. See. Right. Wisdom. Future 10, 107 says here. The Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. The Most High have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right. So it's you really pray for the day of evil, man. Okay, you're gonna be dealt with. All right. Even of our people as well. All right. Wisdom Solomon, chapter 1, verse 14. For he created all things that they might have the being in the generation of the world helpful, and there's no poison of destruction in them, no the kingdom of death upon the earth. All right, verse 15. For righteousness is immortal. Okay. Solomon 1, verse 14, 15. It says right here, right? He created everything so that it might be continued to exist, and everything he created is wholesome and good. There's no deadly poison in it, no death that's rule in this world. For the Most High, justice does not die. Right? You see, so the Most High, man, hey, and what Israel is done right now, man, it's all what? It's all, when you read verse 14, everything was supposed to be good for us, right? What you eat was supposed to be good. Everything was all meant. It had a benefit. Your body. Okay, if it wasn't for your body, it was something else. But who's running around the world right now putting poison in your food? Esau. All that whole the GMO, the food growing, that's not good for you. All right, everything. When the Most High created everything, man, there was, it was created for a purpose, and it was given a certain time for your food to grow, for your corn to grow, your avocado, your whatever there is out there, man. It was given a certain time for that to grow. Your chicken, You fucking the chicken right now, them shit be so fucking huge. They grow quick because what GMO they get injected in, they before this fucking type of poison in them, they get big so quick, and the meat is out already, man. No having fucking patience for this thing to grow. And that, what is that for you? As you put in your body, you think that's good? That's good for you? The answer is no, man. That's fucking poison you put in your body, man. All right. I said for the Most High's justice does not die. So eventually, right? When everything gets put in order, right? Everything is formed. Everything that we're gonna eat, or we're gonna eat or drink later on, okay, touch, it's gonna benefit our body, and we ain't gonna die no more, man. All right, we're gonna live forever, man. But Esau destroyed everything. It says here, verse 16, ungodly people have brought death on themselves. That's Esau, man. All right, by the things they have said and done, they yearn for death as if it were a lover. They have gone into partnership with death. It is just what they deserve. And eventually, this applies also for our people who's gonna fucking who's following the ways of Esau, man. All right, you're in the same partnership as Esau, so you're gonna receive the same fucking judgment for following this damn devil, man. But when you come back in the kingdom, then everything is gonna be in order, man. And from there, every reject that died over here on earth, in the kingdom, you're gonna live good. All right, no more death, man. No more dealing with death. Order, man. Disease is order, man. It's all gonna walk away. Okay. So let me see what we got here. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 25, from the brother prince of Yahweh. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but will establish the border of the widow. All right. And the house of the proud is who? Israel right now. But the Most High is going to establish what? The house of the border of the widow, man. Are we counted as a widow right now, man? All right. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 33. Behold, the Lord of hosts shall loop the bow with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the haughty shall be humble. Okay, so man, hey, Israel is gonna be humble. All these nations also, you're gonna be humble as well, because you have to put yourself in the high places, and nobody put you in that goddamn fucking high places. You walk around like nobody can touch you. For real, hey, Esau can come here right now and curse our ass out, right? We can't do nothing, we can't do shit. All right, bro, whatever, And then if you touch him, you go to the police or to the you report the issue to the police officer. Guess what? You're the one who's in trouble, man. Or you should have left it alone. You should have called police. They're gonna hit you with that, man. How many times do Esau do something and get away with it? Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. This is from ambassador of Yahweh. I have said, ye are gods, and ye are and all of you are children of the Most High. And this is talking about Israelites only, man. Eventually we're gonna be back in our form of being gods, man. All right. And then and I believe there's a prophecy in the book of what book is I forget what book it is, on how like we're gonna be like a David, and anyone should become like a David in those ways. It's like if I'm recording the scripture wrong, but talking about when you read about King David, man, he was a mighty man, okay, a very man, all right, a warrior. But that scripture is talking about a future prophecy, man. Okay, how we gonna be, how we gonna be really mighty, man. Powerful and all that, like King David was. Let's see. Isaiah chapter 27 and verse 1. In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, that piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that hooked serpent. You shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. And literally here, this ain't talking about the Leviathan that is in the sea. I mean, it's like in the ocean. This is talking about Esau, man. All right, he's talking about Esau, and this is another metaphor. This is another way of saying, quoting Esau, dragon or serpent. So, you know, the Leviathan is a part of a serpent family or what is it? Dragon family, I believe. You know, one of those. You know, if you go into the definition of a Leviathan, you know,
lizard.
like something like that. You know, so this is another name for Esau. It says here, right? In our day, the Lord will be so and great and strong sword. Okay, with that strong sword is what the nukes. All right, the nukes that is devil created, and then also the laser beams that are gonna come out of the chariots. Okay, she punish, right? She punish Leviathan, that hissing serpent. And when you go to the book of Genesis, right, the 3rd chapter, even when you go to the book of Revelation, it tells you the serpent was, oh, you know, it's like in Genesis tells you the serpent was, right, Esau, all right, and also when you go to the book of Revelation, also the scripture says that dragon represents the Roman Empire back then, and that dragon is back here today, man, all right, being America, all right, okay. America with the NATO and the EU combined together, you know, I mentioned as the dragon. And back then, when you read about the dragon that was going after the woman with a child, you know, which was how shot, was who? It was Herod. Herod, right? Herod the Great, and it was what? It was Idumean. It was Edomite, all right? So it says here, this vicious serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon, you see, that is in the sea, that is among the people, The sea represents our people, man, all right, our nations. So the Most High is going to destroy you, Esau, man. Okay, and then, you know, because when you read about the book of Job 40 or 41, it tells you that the Most High is going to use the Leviathan to do the work for him, all right? Okay, you know, all them submarines that got under the ocean, guess what? They're going to be taken out by the Leviathan. And the Most High gives you, it's like Job, okay? The Most High gave Job the wisdom and understanding on what the Leviathan is going to do, man. Okay, Most High is going to use it. That's one of the Most High's weapon, man, to destroy them some marines, whatever's going to be, you know, in the sea, in the ocean. The Leviathan is going to take care of it, man. Okay, that's what we were talking about. He hasn't measured the oceans. He hasn't measured the oceans, man, because you mean the Leviathan for sure, you know, and he knows about it. You know, all them boats that goes missing, you know, that got hit. What you think hit him, man? The Titanic. You really, you know how they say the Titanic hit a fucking iceberg and that happened to it? No, man, that was a lie. That was a fucking lie, bro. You know, there's this conspiracy goes, you know, that now he's been going around saying like the rich family, the rich family, like two rich family weren't agreeing with each other, some shit like that. So they shipped the ship, which, you know, it could be true. Because, you know, Esau, man, who fucking shit up. He was in the whole motherfucking ship just to destroy one person out, man. You know, like they show you in the movies, let's say like you're the most wanted, right? And Esau wants you. Bro, Esau will fucking take the whole, let's say you're on a flight. They're going to make a phone call, oh, this person is on this flight. And they'll give out order, take the whole thing down. And then you be hearing people say, what about the people on the plane? And the general will look back, I don't know what movie it was, and the general just looked back at the nigga that he told to give an order to shoot it down. And just looked at him like, did I stutter? You know, did I fucking stutter? And that's Esau for you. He operates like that.
They call that collateral damage.
That's what yeah, you know. And so it could be based on that, or it could be Leviathan that took that thing out, man. You know. Yeah. All right. I mean, brothers bring out beautiful precepts, man. But you know what? Let's get to the into the lesson, man. So we're gonna go. You know, your brothers are, you know, I was in the comment, but when we started our lesson today, we're gonna touch on a topic that has been it's been trending, man. It's been trending among us. You know, nobody else really is talking about it, all right? So what's going on over here in Australia, man? You know, you know, the brother he gave his he heard on radio that there's people on the radio talking about they're asking for it. They're telling the government to bring their military to roll out the V, right? To use the military to roll out the V, okay? And they're asking for it. They're really begging for it. And then they were saying, so if when disasters happen like floods. I remember this river we are right now. It got there was it flooded the whole city, and then the people that was helping was military. There was bushfire a couple years ago. Guess who helped out? Military. There was what else? What happened? Tornado, whatever. When all that type of disaster happens, the military do what? Comes in and takes care of it. Helps out. So apparently, these people on radio were saying, right? They were saying that why isn't the military, military doing the same thing? Coming out and it stops our pandemic by forcing the V on people, right? That's what they're saying already.
Can't.
Yeah, like
In Sydney.
huh?
In Sydney.
In Sydney, just go to their house, send this what they're saying this on the radio, man.
Can't.
Just go to their house and knock on their door with militaries or army, whatever, and give them the V by force. These people are saying this, man, on the radio. So they're asking for it, all right? And then there was an article we're reading before our lesson also. It's like, yeah, man, we gotta we gotta do this because this is trending, man. And the whole thing, the spirit was leading us, somewhere else, going into Esau. Was the book of Isaiah? We didn't finish it off, Isaiah 14. But we gotta do this, to let you brothers know, man. Hey, it's over here, man. That what is Operation Warp Speed? It's about to happen over here soon, and Lord willing, it happens because man, they're asking for it. I did a lesson was yesterday. You brothers that were my lesson. I was telling you how like Esau is really, it's like the premier over there in the state. She's saying that the army is gonna come in and guard the red zone, so nobody's gonna be leaving, right? Then I had forgotten about the brother sent me an article. I'm with right now. He sent me an article on Thursday on how they're gonna use this general, lieutenant who served in Afghanistan, in Rwanda, Solomon Islands, and his he did with other his experience in those countries. But when you go through what's happening in those countries in the Middle East and what happened in Rwanda, whatever, when you go into the history of it, it was really bad. So if this man got experience in that, and he's coming here to be in charge of rolling out the V, okay, what do you think is really going to happen, man? You think this is going to be done nicely? We don't think so, okay, because people, they're asking for it, man. And they were saying this is the first time they ever used our military to get into health area, man. Into health situation, health, medical area, supplying, the V or all that. I mean, this is the first time Australia has ever used army to do that. But here's the apostles, the elders, the brothers, who's been doing this for 15 and 20, 30 years plus, been telling you this, that the military is they're gonna participate in some type of whatever it was that that was gonna happen. Which now we're seeing it. It's this whole pandemic. They're bringing the army out to do what? To force the V. If you don't take it, eventually they're gonna do what, man? They're gonna throw you in FEMA camp, throw you in jail, give you a heavy fine. You ain't gonna go to work. You're gonna be cost out of a fucking leaving. You don't exist no more, man. But eventually they might not end up doing that. Why? Because the MOTBs has to come to play, and we know if you don't take the the MOTB, you're gonna be killed, right? That's what the scripture says. So and this V, they might put they might stop it, or they might say this is not helping. We need something else. Which was remember that chip that was found over there in Pentagon. You brothers remember about the chip that was found over there in Pentagon, and I believe a brother came out and said, "Man, this ain't nothing new. They've been had this thing. Okay, the chips are already there, man. Them chips are already out. They're already created. We're just waiting. The time is. We're just waiting for Yahweh Shah, to bring to make it manifest. To bring it out. Say, so, this is it right here. This is the MOBT. It's like MOTB. It's about that time. And once we see that, that's it. That's the end of our Easter's kingdom right there, man. Because we know after that, man, Yahweh Shah is going to be on his way coming back here, man. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get a few scriptures on what is it, on this devil coming in like a flood, and if you brothers want to ask some scriptures, we're gonna read them as well. So, let's go get Revelation 12 and 12 real quick.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth
Over the earth, yeah.
and of the sea,
In all the sea.
for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Because he knows that he have a short time. Okay, so hey, Esau, man. Okay, the reason why you see this whole war speed operation happening, it's like it's being mentioned a lot, and now like when we were reading the article, they were saying that now that they this is the first time this the general and the lieutenants made their appearance in on a TV. This is the first time they made their appearance reporting on how they're gonna come out. There was the photos. I showed the photos. Probably do a separate lesson on it, so you brothers can see, or even read it out for yourself. But anyway, so this is the first time he ever made an appearance talking about him coming out, him and his, whatever the army that they're giving him to come out and do what? Give the roll out. And he's going to start over there in sin. Sin is going to be made an example of what's going to happen worldwide, man. Okay? It's going to be made examples of what's going to happen worldwide. This devil's going to come out, man, with a fucking great wrath. They're going to come like a flood, okay, knocking on your door, all right, saying, look, man, you haven't registered in taking the fee, but before that, they're going to take off your benefits. They're going to cut off your benefits. Your job is going to try to fire you, and brothers just going to be, hey, you know what, fuck it, I'm moving on, it is what it is. Yahweh Shir Shai is going to take care of me, you know what I mean? Then eventually, knowing all right, he's not going to let it go, man. He's going to be like, fuck up, come here, come take the thing, man. Come take the fucking thing, all right? So he's going to come knocking on your door, chasing you around, all right, trying to give you the thing, okay? And that, man, it's going to be scary times for you niggas out there who's not prepared for this, man, all right? Like I was the listener to yesterday, I was telling the brother, he showed the brothers the fucking responses with this individual who was scared and all that. Well, he hasn't seen it. He's not really, because he said he's reading things. Well, if you're reading things, read about the army coming in there, all right? Get yourself more scared then, So, hey, man, we're living in a great time, man. Okay, we're living in a great time. And Esau, man, he's coming down at you with a great wrath, man. Because his time, he knows that the time was given. It was loose season to rule. Now that loose season is come to an end. What do you think, what do you think he's going to do with it? Before somebody goes down, they're going to go down with a bang, right? Well, he's trying to go down with a bang, I'm going to get the book of Job, chapter 14. Job, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5 says here, seeing his days are determined, the number of his mouth are with thee, that has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. See, so hey, your days was determined. How long it's like how long you're gonna rule, okay, when your kingdom was gonna end, all right? And even within now, there was signs that Yahushua told the disciples they were gonna see before the end of this rulership comes to an end. Are we seeing these signs worldwide? The answer is yes. Okay. If you got spiritual eyes, yes, you're seeing signs everywhere, man. All right. What was that one? Yeah, give me. I think the book of Acts 1 and this is Acts. Yeah, give me the book of Acts, chapter 6. It's like a book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6 and 7, real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and I'm gonna start from the top. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. As he sat upon Mount Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end and in the end of the world, the end of the rulership of Roman Empire. Okay. All right. What shall be the signs? And guess what? You know, during the time of when the disciples were here, that wasn't the end of the world. All right. Okay, even though the Roman Empire, was taken down by, when Jesus came in power and ruled 1,000 years, that what is it? The Roman Empire of the Edomites was out for 1,000 years. Okay, or they came back in power, so it wasn't the end of the world, right? It wasn't the end of their rulership. So here now, they're making their rulership. So it says here, and Yahushua, verse 4, Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Right? So take heed that no man deceive you. That was happening back then, before 7 AD, right? It says here, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. All right? And now you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right? And then all these signs right here is happening right now, man. You type in on Google right now, or Russia, you type in Russia, guess what? The first thing that shows up is Russia tested, that the new Russia tested, they finally tested, what was it?
The new bomb, nuclear bomb.
The nuclear, was it bomb or a missile?
Missile.
Oh, the new missile, some type of, this is the first time testing it, and it was successful. What is it? Why do you think these nations are doing this, man? They're, building, testing all these nukes, It's because they're preparing for war, man. They're preparing for war. And that's the sign. That's one of the signs for the end comes, right? And then there was yesterday, Byron Bay, stopped by the water Gulf Coast, right? Did you see the jets flying? Bro, there was eight jets that flew by the water yesterday at the Gulf Coast oceans. It was two by two, so it was 2 by 2, so I believe it was 8 of them, right? Flew by, and they were like, it was military jets, and everybody's like, oh, look at it, excited, just the sound of it. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit, it sound crazy, man. I was like, yo, my hair, my fucking hands lifted up, man. I was like, God damn, that's crazy. So them shit was flying by the water, and they were really low, man. Doing all the movements and all that. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's cute. That's really cute, because you know why? Pursuant to the book of Revelation 12, when Michael Archangel comes, when that war in heavens, right? He's gonna be fighting those jets. And guess what? None of them are gonna be able to do shit against the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yashar, the angels of Yahweh Shem Yashar, led by Michael Archangel, man. On top of Yahweh Shah. So that came through. I was like, yo, I can't wait. All these jets, people like, oh my God, like, because there was like a marketing going on, and everybody stopped to looking at the jets. And I was like, yo, and my son was like, what's that? Looking for the noses. I was like, what's that? Because that shit was loud, man. It was really low and really close to the people. I was like, damn. Guess what? That's a part of our training that is going on between UK, UK, Canada, New Zealand. The brother mentioned it yesterday, the 5 Eyes, those countries. That's the training going on over here, somewhere over here in New South Wales, man, and Queensland. That's what them jets were really they're flying around for, man. That's what part of rumors of wars, man. The training for something, okay. But it says here, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be no trouble, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things, we heard of it, we're hearing of it, we're seeing it happening, right? But the end is not yet, okay? But it's what? It's leading unto the end of the Eastern kingdom. Okay, it says here, verse 7, for nation shall raise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things, it's like all these are the beginning of sorrows, man, all right? So All these things right here is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, and this is happening right now. All right, and so this is right here is it's like the determination of Esau kingdom crumbling down, man, going down the hill, man, right? Because even got Esau fighting against themselves among themselves right now, man. Which is when you go to the book of Matthew 12, I'm gonna have to read it real quick and move on. Matthew chapter 12 verse 25 says, Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. If Satan casts out Satan, he's divided against himself. How should then his kingdom stand? Right, man. So and this is happening among this fucking Edomites, man. Look what happened with the Brexit. All right, those were fucking Edomites, who came together. All right, and then the whole, and then Britain came out of the whole the European Union, whatever it was, man. That's division right there. So there's no way his kingdom can stand anymore, man. This is the end of his kingdom. All right, the division among yourselves gives us an idea of where we are in these times, man. All right, because Yahushua, told us, look out for these signs, man. We're gonna get that one in the book of our second Ezra as well. Read it.
Yeah, this is Acts. Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right. They were like, because when he came, oh man, is this it right now? Is the kingdom going to be restored right now? But what y'all trying to say?
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father have put in his own power.
See that? So we don't know exactly, what is it? The end of Israel's kingdom. We don't know exact time, right? But are we giving signs to look for? Yes, we have. Yahweh Shah gave us signs to look for. All right, and then the main one is the divisions going on. There was uproars of people over here in Sydney. It's like over there in Sydney. Okay, there was big uproars of people over there in Sydney, man. All right, which is gonna do what? Which is gonna cause more Operation Warp Speed to happen, because they were saying, right, in the middle of that protesting, a big spread is gonna come out of it. So more idea for Easter to bring their militaries on them streets, man. All right, and I believe in the next protest to happen over there in Sydney, man. You ain't gonna be dealing with the regular police officers. You're gonna be dealing with the task force officers, or the army. I wouldn't be surprised if motherfuckers start shooting, man. You know what I mean? That's how crazy it's getting over here, man. All right. Let's go to the book of give me second Ezra chapter 9 real quick.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
So we're measuring time right now, man. We're supposed to be, as a watchman, he's supposed to report everything that you see. That plays with prophecy, right? You got some guys out there that was saying, like, you can't, we steady doing lessons on the news, but okay, so if you're a watchman, because we're supposed to come out and we're supposed to be if you're a watchman, right, you're supposed to come out and report on what you see, the danger happening, the danger coming, the sword coming, all right? And also, the scripture says good tidings. When you go to the word tidings, it means good news, right? Isn't this here supposed to be a good news unto our people, the elect, that are really a weak cause? We're really close to the end. Before this is happening, before this, like as we've been saying, man, we can't wait until that time. We can't wait for Jackie Travel just to see all the people that we've been warning about. Okay, they want to prepare yourself, and now here we are, we're telling you. All right, we're giving you good news, man. Even though it's it's evil times ahead of us, but it's supposed to be good news. It means we getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere in the process, man. You know. So we're supposed to measure the time diligently, man, in itself, and report everything we see. Okay. Now imagine you saw, how you sent me that article of the army, being, to be deployed, to handle this rollout. So imagine you see that shit like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to talk about it. Then how the fuck are we gonna, what kind of watchmen are we then? You know what I mean? You're supposed to see it and report it, man. You know. Read on.
2 Andrews 9 and 2, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. So hey, now measuring the time, looking at everything happening, right? All right. We know that what the Messiah is about to come to visit the world, man. The Messiah is about to bring judgment upon every individual who haven't repented on these heathens also. The Messiah is about to come and judge. It's like the Messiah is about to bring a heavy judgment on people, man. All right. Then he's gonna use who? He's gonna use Esau. All right. He's gonna use Esau as that sword, coming in your neighborhood, taking you out of your house, taking your kids away from you, because you didn't want to take the thing, You're spreading, you're killing your kids, you're killing, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like that, man. Keep reading on. And Shalom to brother Geshan 72, Shalom, Yabashan Shabbat.
2 Andrews 9 and 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Earthquakes be happening for the longs. Right now, like I always say this, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. When you go on Google right now, you type in earthquakes. It's going to show you places where earthquakes are happening right now. Like every day there's earthquakes, right? Then the uproars of people, it's becoming everyday thing now, man. Protesting for freedom, man. Israel ain't gonna give you freedom. If you don't comply with him, there's no freedom. And if you comply with him, you have no rights. Okay, you can't say shit. You already fucking signed a contract with him. Why are you complaining for? Some of these people, they don't know what they get themselves into by taking the job, man. They don't know so much. They don't know that you take that shit, man. That's on your own. You ain't gonna go back to him and be like, bro, you inject me with this fucking poison in me. Why did you do that? It's gonna tell you you got a brain also. You got a fucking brain. You gotta make your choice, man. Why you let Issa think for you? You know what I mean? He got you. He got you. He got you deceived, man. All right. And you believe in it. You believe in this man that is really trying to help you out, man. Okay. But is he trying to help you out? No, he's trying to destroy you, man. All right. Psalms, real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 10 says here, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth, they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes. They have set their eyes bowed down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey. When a lion is looking for a meal, man, it gets busy. All right. Well, it's for you. He's looking for. He's trying to get everybody to comply with this new world order way, and he's gonna do. And he has to do it by force because nobody wanna do it. Some people want to do it, but some people say, nah, man, this is questionable, man. Why are you moving like that? Why are you forcing this shit on people? Then why you had doctors who came out, saying, man, this ain't it, this ain't right. Don't take this and out. Doctors got arrested. If they were crazy, you know how they say, what we say was crazy. If somebody's crazy, don't you leave them alone? Don't you just leave them alone and let them be crazy, right? But they arrested, their computers was taken away. That happened, I think, was in New Zealand, Canada, So, yeah, man, it's a lot going on. Like as a lion that is great for his prey, as the way, it's like it were a young lion lurking in the secret places. Verse 15, arise, O Most High. This is King David. Arise, O Most High, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see, this is the sword of Yahweh Shimi Shai. It's gonna be used to bring his fucking, bring his trouble upon you, man. You got a precept?
No, you're right.
Verse 14. From man which are thy from man which are thy hand, thy hand, right? O Mosai, from man of the world, which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. And this is talking about Esau, man, all right? As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness, and I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likenesses. All right. And this King David right here, he's saying, man, hey, I can't wait until that time. You know, first of all, he prayed Yahweh Shimon to keep him away from Esau, right? Which is that sword. He's saying that. All right. Then when you read verse 14, I'm gonna read it in NLT for better understanding. It says here, by the power of your hand, O Yahweh, destroy those who look to this world to their reward, but satisfy the hunger of the treasure ones, which might the right? Might the children have plenty, living in inheritance for their descendants. They're going off of this, right? They're going off of this right here. Yeah, this is because this right here is talking about Esau, man. Yeah, okay. CSB says here, with your hand, O Yahweh Bashim Yashar, save me from man of the world whose portion is in this life. You fill their bellies with what you have in the store. Their sons are satisfied. They leave the surplus to their children. And that is this right. He's talking about Esau. NLT right there is going off now a little bit, man. It's trying to put somewhere else. This right here, this is what Esau does, right? And then verse 15, and King David, he can't wait for that time, all right, when his body is changed to be likenesses of Yahweh Shai, which is that's all we want. Every single individual who's preaching this truth right now, and then we have about Shai, we can't wait until we are changed in the likeness of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Going back, so the point I was trying to make is Psalms 17 and 13. Okay, I should have just kept that, but hey, I want to read the whole thing. All right, and then read so keep going. Second Esdras.
Second Esdras 9 and 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee,
right?
Even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, man. All right. And so the prophecies that was ready to happen is happening right now. It was ready from the time before the prophets came on scene, right? And then those things are happening right now as I speak. Okay, the signs of Yahweh Shai returning is being shown right now, man. Go ahead.
Second Esdras 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest, and the end is going to be made. The end is going to be made clear, man. When Esau finally gets taken out, Yahweh Shai is going to be made known. And right now, yes, the signs we mentioned the time is we telling people, man, the end is close of this devil going down. Okay, the end of his rulership is really close. All right, by the signs we see worldwide, man. Right, and go to Second Ezra chapter 8, and so. Start from verse. Start from 62 and 63 real quick. Just read it. See the points.
Second Esdras 8 and 62. These things have I not shewed unto all men, but unto thee, and all few like thee.
Right.
Then answered I, and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou shewed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. but at what time thou hast not shewed me.
Right, at what time? And that's when you read the second Ezra 9, it tells you, mention that the time diligently itself, right? So the tokens, or which is the prophecies, right? It was given unto Ezra. Any other man who was like in Ezra, that was given unto him to understand these things. All right. And those men are here today. Ezra, probably someone here today. All right. So everything was is being known in the last days, and we are here right now in the last days. Okay, of signs that was given. All right, and it's all being made. All these signs are being made manifest, but only the ones with eyes to see. They're gonna see that really, man. This is the end of the Eastern kingdom. Okay, or so-called the end of the world, like Christians say. All right, which is the whole world is not gonna be destroyed, but the Christians that's what they believe, right? The word there is talking about the rulership of Esau, the word of Esau being it's like coming to an end. Another word is going to come in. The scripture says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that which follow, man. All right, you see. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 5 and 6. And before we do that, let me get this precept book of Daniel. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. It says, and it says here, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hands, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of the princes, but he shall be broken. But he shall be broken with our hands. All right. So what is through his craft and all that, right? He shall prosper in his hand, right? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, which is, and this is why he was in Antioch, all right? He did this, but in the time we're living in, guess what? He's just doing the same thing. Okay, he's doing the same thing, right? It says here, and then he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace, right? Shall destroy many. By peace, he shall destroy many. And what's happening right now? They're telling you the job is what gives you peace, right? So wouldn't that be like something that you want to do on your own? Okay, if I'm looking for peace, right? Why are you gonna bring the army in to give me the thing? You know what I mean? Like I should really be going for it. I should be really going for it because he said this is gonna bring peace. Gonna bring peace, and it's also gonna protect me. So I should go in and take it. But Esau, all right, knowing that there's prophets out there, they're warning people. He knows, the elect. The elect is not gonna comply with this the new world order, right? You're also gonna have the revolutionists. Like the people that was protesting, those type of people,
the white community,
the white community. All right, you're gonna, because he knows that you're gonna have people who's not gonna go for his fucking words anymore, man. Because what? Give me Job chapter 15. I think verse 4, verse 5. You're gonna see that their own lips testify against thee. Because you have their own people coming out talking about it. So, man, that's the reason why he's bringing in the army, to go ahead and force the view on people, man. All right.
This is Job 15 and 5. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity,
Yep.
and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty.
Right. What's should be there too. Thy own lips testify against thee. Verse 6. Verse 6. Read verse 6 as well.
Job 15 and 6. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yeah, thine own lips testify against thee.
You see? So that's another reason why he's putting everything in stage. He's staging everything. Like Apostle Ramala, the video I was listening to a couple days ago. He said like the title was everything is already it's already staged. Everything is already prepared. So if they say it right now, the military go in and do this. It's already set up. They got military somewhere. Like he was telling me that that person you met, the rapper, Melbourne. Yeah, you like you know the brother told me today there's a rapper over there in where's he from?
Oh, Melbourne.
He's from Melbourne, right? His name is Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
It's funny. Probably Jack. You never know. But anyway, he was so the rapper was saying he's saying that he saw what is what was it?
He posted a video.
Yeah, you can speak on it. You know better than I do.
He posted a video somewhere in rural Australia of trucks carrying military vehicles.
Yeah, see, so everything is in everything is in its place right now, man. Because you know these devils they operate at nighttime as well. You know how they say that there was the creep come out at night. Guess what? When everybody sleep, that's when these damn devils moving all these vehicles, you know, into places, man, where he wants them to be at. All right. So you know, I believe over there